Hello everybody and welcome back to the Limit of Adhesion. Tonight we're at Phillip Island for round 2 of Season 6 in our F3 Championship, and I'm joined by Dom in the commentary box. Dom, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's a while since it's been just the two of us. Thanks for the flowers and the box of chocolates. I'm looking forward to this race. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you. It's a bit of an entry commentary box tonight. It's a bit weird, but looking forward to this one. Should be good. And as we take a look at the top split championship standings, these are the results from round 1 at Alton Park. So we can see Merijn on top on 51 as he got pole position as well. Then we've got Nick in second, Oli Walker in third, David Line in fourth, and Oliver Ettridge rounding out the top 5. And taking a look at the top split team standings, we got Wizards on top, followed by Bull Sim Racing. Then we got Risky Racing Orange, Alpha Esports and the A-Team in 5th position. Then ETM, Black Dover Racing, Sleepy Time Wizards, Evocation, Stupid Aguri and Risky Racing Blue in 11th place there.
Looking at Club 1500, Mark Innes took the honours last time, just with the win though, no pole or fastest lap. Eric Piercy in second from Dan Hill in third, Chris Forrester from Gabriel Carollo, Joe Barlow, Roberto Costa, Chris White and Steve Koenig and Megan Purchase rounding out the top 10. Then looking further down, Lewis McManaman, Rich Meesters, Dano Hammond, Dean Perry, Sam Stott, Nico Martel, James Pepper and Dan Rice at the bottom there on 0 points. And in the teams, it's Wizards Transmutation taking the early lead from the backmarkers, QRS in third and CC Racing in fourth, with Wizards Illusion in fifth there. Team Heap Together C1500 in sixth, and the rest were on the screen.
A lot of drivers there. There's quite a lot in both splits. Nice to see the grid growing.
Yeah.
And looking at the practice results, it's very close up top. Just over a tenth between Merijn and David Line for first and second, followed by Stephen Maxwell in third, then Chuma Lauren. Watch out for the Wizards, up 2 of them up there in the top 4. Then Gavin Kelly in 5th, Rob Miller in 6th, Joshka 7th, and Nico Martel in 8th place, and 7 tenths off the leader, but right up there for the Club 1500. Then we got Graham Barsley and Dan Hill in 10th, then Nathan Parker, Oliver Walker, Eric Piercy, Roberto, Dean, Dom, and then Chris White, I believe that was underneath those, if I'm not mistaken.
A lot of very fast clubbers in practice there. Dan and Martel both up there.
Let's see if they can convert the practice results into some nice quali positions. Let's have a look.
Split qualifying again as well, of course. So Club 1500 go out in the first 10 minutes and then top split in the following 10.
And would you look at that? It's a Wizards Evocation. Oh no, sorry. Wizards splitting there. Wizards Divitation and then Evocation 1-2. I thought they were the same team. I think they will be. I'm not sure if that's a mistake. Then we got an A-team all second row of Rob Miller, followed by David Line, then Oliver Walker and Joshka. And then as we jump further down, we've got Eric Piercy, Dano, Roberto, Nathan Parker, Gavin Kelly way down, Rich Meesters, Dean Perry, Chris White, James Pepper, Lewis McManaman and Joe Barlow rounding out the grid in 23rd place.
Surprising to see Kelly so far down, obviously former champion in the series. But
if I'm not mistaken, I think Dan Hill is in P8, so that's pole position for the clubbers, if I'm not mistaken there.
Yeah, I forgot to look whether it was Dan or Nico that had got the pole there, but again, another really strong showing for the clubbers, as here are the lights.
Engine notes rising, we watch for the lights, and it's lights out and away we go at Phillip Island for round 2.
Nico from P2 has dropped down the order there. I'm not sure if something's happened further back.
I think the same with Maxwell as well. We'll have to get a replay at the start, but as we look as they come into the first couple of corners, Merijn taking the lead, followed by Chur. So a bit further back, we're looking at Joshka here.
Looks like there's another car stopped in turn 2 there as well.
Dan Hill having a look around the outside of Walker. Don't think he's going to do that. Oh, Walker almost into Joshka there, tucks in behind.
Super tight opening lap in these F3s.
Yes, it is. And very loose as well. Got to be so careful on Frosser not to spin.
Yeah, the cold tyres are absolutely murderous, aren't they? Opening corners, opening laps even. Merijn already pulling a gap there though, almost a second in front there. Up to 9 tenths as we go over the top of the hill.
Merrij's in a league of his own. Little look up for a line there.
Lock up corner.
Look up corner, yes. Nathan Parker on a storming charge up the field there. He was way down the order.
Yeah, he was down in the teens, wasn't he, overall? Like,
yes, he was.
quite a few clubbers were in front of him there.
Right, as we cross the line for lap 1, it's Hugavin, followed by Merijn, then Miller, and then this battle here for 4th place. And in the clubbers, it's Dan Hill, Eric Piercy, James Pepper, Joe Barlow, and Lewis McManaman in 5th.
Good to see Joshka racing again. Was he at Alton Park as well, or is this his first race back?
I think this is his first race back, so welcome back if it is Joshka, nice to see you.
I know he was planning on coming back, and that's why the his ETM, isn't
Ooh.
he? That's super close.
How they didn't make contact there, I don't know.
Bardsley's in a Parker sandwich here.
Yes, he is. Dom Parker in front and Nathan Parker behind. And here's a look. Oh dear. So you can see Nico reacted and Maxwell just didn't go. I wonder if he just didn't put the car into first gear there. Looks like it.
Saw that at Alton Park as well.
Crash further
Perry,
behind.
Oh
no! Who's that?
Oh, Perry, I think. Oh, spinning across.
Oh, well done for James. Give that man a banana. Very, very well done. That's Meesters being taken out. I think that was Perry involved as well there. That's a big shame. As you see, Meesters rejoining the race, but he's going to be a lap down. That sucks. Unlucky Rich. Head up onto the next one. So look at James Pepper hitting 2nd place for the clubbers. Beautiful livery though as well, I must say. That DSL car looking very nice.
Yeah, it is. I'm particularly fond of that one, that's for sure. So Bardsley keeping Nath Parker at bay here, allowing other Parker to run away from this battle just a little bit. But Nath's going to send it here.
You see Bardsley's trying to squeeze him off the road there, but just left just enough space for Nathan to stick the nose in, and he makes the pass.
Didn't need a second invitation, did he?
No, he did not. So just looking at the gaps there between top split, they're all pretty close, within a second, and then you just look at the gap between 1st and 2nd in the clubbers. Dan Hill is absolutely flying, he's got 2.5 seconds, but this battle is raging up, and it's costing James quite a lot of time battling Kelly here.
Yeah, definitely. It probably... Whoa, big send.
Let him go. Not sure if that was a send or him letting him go. That's quite a difficult corner. That was probably more of a send there.
Yeah, I mean, he's not exactly been rolling over and letting Kelly pass so far in the race, so we'll have to put that as a good move.
If he's a little bit quicker?
Yeah.
Well, use the slipstream. Let's see. Maybe that's the strat. It's fastest lap for Millar in there, 22.565.
Pepper's coming back at him here. He's having another look.
Here we go into turn 1. James on the inside.
Gets it done.
Good move. Here we look at the Club 1500 leader at the moment. That's Dan Hill.
So we're talking about the gaps a second ago. I mean, it's a bit skewed because obviously Martel from P2 in the Club 1500 was the first car to arrive upon a stalled Maxwell on the grid there. So
yes. As we see Dom Parker sending it on Dan Hill. And he's through.
Interesting to see the different cars' downforce levels around this track as well.
Yes. And here we're going to have another look at Kelly's move. Quite the send.
Yeah, just did it all on the brakes. Yeah, absolutely. He showed his nose. He sort of made his intentions clear and got it done.
And here we look at Joe Barlow versus Lewis McManaman for P4. Oh no, I beg your pardon. That's Geordie getting past.
Geordie round the outside.
Geordie as he started from the pits. He's serving his penalty from last season. Let's see if he can make his way up the field.
Good job.
Look back to the leader.
Good job, Geordie, back on the F3 grid. I was going to say, obviously, he's doing a stonking job in the GT3 so far. Good to have him driving a bit of everything with us.
So I wonder if the whizzers out front are working together to try and drop Miller, because they're just drafting each other. And Merijn seems to be getting faster and faster, doing a 22.4 that lap. Dan
Hill's got back past Parker there. Looks like maybe Dan Hill's running a bit less downforce, so can just cruise past on the straights, but then maybe suffers a bit through the corners here.
Yes. You've got to find the balance. Little look up for Parker there.
I remember when we commentated on this last season, and that turn 4, the hairpin there, wasn't really that much of a lock-up spot, but I've seen a lot of it through practice and qualifying this time round.
Yeah. I wonder if temps might be a factor here. Might be quite a high temp, so they're struggling, or they're just carrying that much more speed. Maybe the cars have, since been changed, etc. See Barzi getting past Hill.
Yeah, Dan's suddenly slow there.
I wonder if he's made a mistake, because look at the gap.
Well,
that's now, what, less than 5 tenths? He must have made a mistake, surely.
Looks like Nath Parker's got past him as well. I wonder if in that he's just sort of got offline a little bit and broken his rhythm.
That would be a big shame. Hopefully he can reset, as we see fastest laps being swapped out front between Malarin and Hugovin. Fastest lap now for Merijn, 22.441.
Look how close Pepper is now to the back of Hill. We were saying how big the gap is. James is right there now.
Let's see if James can make an attack.
And Kelly couldn't get the move done on Pepper. He's still stuck behind him now.
No, he couldn't. Battle rages for P1 in Club 1500, but don't count out Eric Piercy. He's only about 1.5 seconds behind, so if these guys start to battle, then he's going to close right up.
Yeah, I mean, Eric's looking for redemption after a disappointing showing for Club 1500 last season at this track. He was involved in it got collected by a couple of other people having self-spins and very much spoiled his race, so.
Yeah, that's a big shame. So, just looking who's in the pits at the moment, we've got Chris White in the pits and Lewis McManaman. I wonder if there's been a collision there, because they're both about 30 seconds at the moment, so.
Yeah, similar time in pits, isn't it? It's interesting, since we saw Pepper right up the back of Dan Hill's gearbox going over the line, that was sort of like a 2/10 gap. Dan has now pulled that back up to.
Hang on, are Walker and Parker teammates here? They look like they're in the same car.
Copyright strike on the liveries there.
It is, yeah. This is a battle for P6. Let's see what happens here.
And these two had a couple of cuddles in practice as well, so let's see if there's any fireworks.
I think they were just saying hello, to be honest with you.
Been a while since they saw each other on track.
Exactly that. Parker with the late send, and he's made it stick. What a move.
I'm surprised Oli didn't close the door a bit more there, if I'm honest.
I think he knows he's faster.
Hopefully drag up towards the back of the line now.
If possible. He's got just under 2 seconds to find. Let's see.
Kelly trying again now on Pepper.
Around the outside, it's going to turn to the inside for the next corner. Let's see. Can he get it done on the brakes?
Beautiful.
James goes in the room.
It's still there though.
But he's held his own. He carries the momentum and he stays ahead. Wow, superb defending. Back on board with the leaders here.
They're almost bump drafting.
Almost. So we look back to the Kelly versus Pepper battle. James on the inside. Gav looks to the outside. Don't think he's going to make that stick. And James holds on for now. Superb driving by James. Big shout out to you, James.
Little fun fact, James Pepper was actually the Peppers in general were the recipient of Dave Cam's rig giveaway. Was that earlier this year or late last year?
Believe so. Late last year. Very impressive. So well done. But oh no, what has happened here?
That doesn't look very well done.
Parker's lost his front wing.
That's parts of Parker all over the track there.
So that promotes Walker back up to P6. And Dan Hill is now battling Graham as they go past Parker.
Yeah, other Parker slow
I'm looking at Parker's front wing. Yeah, well, look at Parker's front wing. Doesn't look right to me.
Bit skew whiff, isn't it?
As Gav gets through. And I told you not to count out Eric Piercy. He is right behind James Pepper now, so there's going to be a battle for second and third place here. There is Parker, going very slow. Nathan Parker, that is. So I reckon if the Parkers have had a collision, not related, but I just wonder if they've had a collision.
Yeah, maybe some Parker on Parker action. I thought Kelly was going to get it stuck this time because he was much further ahead going into that downhill right-hander than previous laps, but Pepper just must be running much less downforce and just seems much faster along the straights
ahead
there,
now.
but yeah, looks like he has finally got it done this time. Nice job. Kelly up to 8th now with both Parkers in the pits.
Yeah, hopefully we can get a replay of what happened to Nathan and Dom.
James isn't done here though.
No, he is not.
Oh, there's more spins.
And whoa, did we switch the way the track was going? Not sure what happened there, but that's Barsley getting back underway. We're going to get a replay of what happened to Dom Parker here. Oh, I lost it on the brakes.
Oh.
And oh dear.
Parker pummeled by approaching Parker.
Yeah, Barsley in there as well. So we're on board with Nathan.
Oh, Nathan.
Oh, you can see him sliding.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to have his own accident, if not.
Ghost front wing though, it reappeared. He completely lost it and then reappears again. Oh, and that's what happened with the two cars facing backwards as we're on board with James. So Barsley loses on the brakes, Dan gets tagged and they're both round. Oh, Eric did well, not to him there. I'm not sure who the car behind Eric was, but that was very close.
So that was Dan out of the lead.
That was. Good spot. That's a big shame.
Yeah, because he'd driven a pretty faultless race so far. I'd had a couple of battles with the top split coming through, but hadn't really made any mistakes and just got caught out there with the spinning Bardsley in front of him.
Unfortunate. So Kelly is ahead of Pepper at the moment. So just looking in the difference in lap times there, it's almost a second between top split and Club 1500.
And I guess that sort of justifies, or it helps to highlight why we do have the different splits going on now.
Yes.
We want to welcome everyone to come and race, but we also want someone to have someone to race when they do come and join us. So
Pepper goes deep there. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, that's all right. System working well though, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And if you are interested, then do check out the links below to our Discord and other videos, etc. So you can come and race. We'd be more than welcome to have you, as the grid is continuing to grow, and that's what we like to see.
Still line astern for the two different Wizards cars here, or two different teams of Wizards.
Yes. Miller is holding on. He's out of draft, but he's there or thereabouts. So let's see. Still a long way to go in the race.
Miller will be see
Oh,
Barlow
there's
for
Barlow off.
I was going to say Miller will be looking for redemption after Alton, of course.
Yes.
Oh, his side was in T1. Good save.
Does he clip the grass?
Just runs wide.
Just. Yeah. Keeps it out of the wall though. That's the main thing.
Wonder if the tyres got a little bit superheated from that slide in T1, and then by the time we got to T2 it was just like, nah.
Well, T1's flat, to be honest, so I'm surprised to see the sort of squirreliness in T1, to be honest.
Yeah, but then if he's running a lower downforce package, then maybe it does need a little lift.
That's true, carrying just that little bit more speed. As we make our way onto lap 12 here.
Martel's stopped in turn 5, is that? The left-hand hairpin after the tight right-hander.
Well, we're looking for David Lyne, but I don't see David Lyne's car anywhere. I'm not sure what's happening at the moment.
Man, I just love it when my VR headset disconnects from my computer, mid-corner.
Oh no, oh that's a big shame for Nico there. VR headset disconnect.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
No, you can't see where he's going, and unfortunately that will be his race.
Although I did hear that Was it Michael Messenger in the Spa 24 was using a wireless wheel and it ran out of battery mid-race.
Should have charged it. Oh, and there's damage to Parker there. Again. Oh, Dean Perry off and Gavin Kelly off. What on earth has gone on there?
There's been a murder.
There has. So you look. Oh. Oh dear. Nothing Gav could have done there. Just gets sideswiped by Parker and then gets onto the grass, get out of the way. At least there's plenty of runoff. That's the main thing.
I've got a feeling that won't be the last car we'll see having trouble trying to get off that grass. Me and you have spoken before about the death grass, of course.
We have spoken about death grass. As we look to the battle for P4, Joshka just ahead of line. It's a battle for P4 in the clubbers as well.
Yeah, feisty battle there.
Oh no, P3, sorry. For P3, Dean Perry versus Dano. Whoa! Car control and a half.
He's still
and he saved it again! What a save, Dean. Congratulations there. Tokyo Drift style.
I think that car spent more time sideways in that corner than it did pointing in the right direction.
Yes, it did, I'd agree. As he closes the door on Dano. Good defence. Let's see if Dano can get the run and just stay in the slipstream and get him on the main straight.
I'm surprised that Dano couldn't get alongside there, because again, I'd have expected Perry's tyres to just be superheated after those double slides. I'd have thought it'd be easy pickings, but good
double?
defense.
That was about 10 slides in a row there.
Let's see how the tyres feel going up the uphill sweeping left here. Gets the
This
apex
one, you've got to be
nicely.
so tentative. So tentative on throttle there. Because it's obviously a blind crest, so you don't know where the track goes. Hanging on for dear life is the answer to that one.
Absolute roller coaster corner, isn't it?
Yes. Right, here we go, onto the main straight. As we cut away to Joshka versus Line. So now we look back as they head into turn 1. Dean's still ahead, with Dan Hill catching back up after his earlier incidents. Perry sideways again!
Has he got lost and thinks he's on a dirt oval track?
Might be the case. Let's see. Here we go. Dano's having a look down the inside. That's going to turn to the outside for the next corner. Last of the late breakers. Lock up for Perry, but he keeps it ahead.
Wow. It looked like Perry had braked a little bit earlier in the sort of initial braking zone, but then maybe just released the brake a little bit to get back alongside and claim the corner. Nice job.
No, yeah, good job. All this battling allowing Dan Hill to catch up. As I've said, he's within a second now.
Massive gap to P1 and 2 in class as well.
Yes, massive gap, as you've said.
But I think it must be James.
So just looking at the top split times.
Oh, he's gone. That's it that time.
Ah, couldn't save that one. Hopefully he can keep going. Stuck on death grass again. Ah, that was a shame. So that promotes Dano into P3 and Dan Hill into P4.
Almost enough spin, wasn't it? But so once the tyres start to go on the rear, you've got to do something. Oh, it's Chris White's off the road. But yeah, got to do something to protect those tyres, otherwise it'll just sort of get exponentially worse until you finally spin.
Yes, and it just worsens. And now we've got another battle for P3. That's Dan Hill overtaking Dano, so he's gone from P5 to P3 in a lap. Nicely done.
Yeah, you got to think it's either Peppers or Pierce's to lose up front in class right now. Massive gap to the rest of them.
Whoa, Barlow got a massive twitch there as well. Is this Perry getting through?
Barlow's off the road.
And, oh no, he's clipped the grass. No, not again. Almost a 360 there. I was going to say style points, but not quite.
It'd have been less annoying for him if he had got the 360. At least it'd been pointing the right way.
Oh no! Oh dear. The back markers there. Big mistakes that lap. Says Perry off the road in front. And Chris just clips the grass. Does he hit the wall?
Little lift.
Oh, that's going to give him steering damage, I reckon. That'll say, you've knocked your wheels out, alignment.
We are in Phillip Island after all, the classic place of the Aussie spotter.
And is that line going to be ahead of Joshka here? Let's see. Side by side. Whoa! How close do you want to go? That was incredibly close there. Let's see if Dave can hold on. No, Josh is going to have the inside line. Last of the late breakers here. Josh has got his nose in.
Oh,
Line
great
gets
job.
throttle on earlier.
Great
And line's
job.
ahead. Oh, contact! That was definitely contact there.
Yeah, a little bobble there.
How
wasn't there?
Joshka didn't run off onto the grass there, I don't know, but that's going to give him a little bit of front wing damage there.
I wonder if we'll get to a point where iRacing start doing simulating punctures.
Well, they do when you get a meatball, right?
But
You know,
that's
if you let
only
the tyres
through
go to
tyre wear,
0%.
like, because
That's true. Oh,
and
that's
hill
the spin for Hill. That's a shame.
Like if we'd have seen that front wing to rear wheel contact IRL.
It should have been a puncture, yeah,
that'd be a sort
I
of
agree.
insta-puncture, wouldn't it?
Well, it's like anything with iRacing. How long does it take to fix the issues they've had recently? A long time is the answer to that one.
Ban everyone
result is
instead.
banning people. Ban Hammer out.
Hammond caught up to... has Pepper been off the road here?
He must have been because he was in first place. We haven't seen the mistake. And there's someone else off. That's Lewis McManaman.
2 cars.
And yeah, so what on earth has happened to Pepper? Because he was in the lead, then he had about a 2-second buffer, and now he's dropped all the way back to battling with Dano, and that's given Piercy a 7-second lead. Right, here we go into T1. Let's see. James on the inside holds it on at the moment. Defends the inside there. And he's ahead.
Yeah, keeps that position.
Hopefully we get a replay of what happened though. I wonder if it's another deaf grass incident. Seems to be quite common at the moment.
I mean, it's the kind of sort of old school track. There is just no runoff, is there? Like, you put a wheel wide.
Whoa, Dano fakes the inside.
Oh, Pepper was sideways there as well.
Great car control. They are really pushing it.
But yeah, absolutely zero runoff. So, I mean, if you make a mistake, if you're beyond the white line, then see ya.
Yes. So we're on lap 18 here out of 32, so pit stop's imminent. You can see how much more speed Dano's carrying there. He's way more confident and braking a lot later. And I think he's got the move done. Oh no, Pepper's off the road.
Oh, that's a nightmare.
Oh, that's a shame. I think he's just locked it under the brakes and slid off the road there.
Yeah, I reckon so. I think, well, we were saying about how difficult that braking zone is.
So that promotes Costa up into P3, Pepper down to P4. So let's have a run down the standings while we get a chance. We've got Hugovin, followed by Malarin, then Miller. Kelly off the road again. It's back underway. And then we got Line, P4, Joshka, P5, Walker, P6, Speckin 7th, Parker 8th, and Barsley 9th, then Kelly 10th, Maxwell, and then Dom Parker out the race. We look at Hugovin there.
Good recovery for Geordie from starting from the pits up to 7th in class.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Well,
a long
let's
way
see
off
if
the
we keep
back of
it
the leading train.
Yeah,
26 seconds
exactly
down,
that.
But, you know, points make prizes, don't they? So.
And Hugovin opts to pit early. Merijn Hugovin in from the lead of the race. Let's see if anyone else will follow him in.
Yeah,
I'm not sure they
Malarin
will.
stayed out.
So,
Obviously, they've been nose to tail the entire race so far, but Malarin's gone an extra lap.
yes, he has. And that's Maxwell off the road. How long has Hugovin stopped? Watching the delta at the bottom of your screen. 5.6 second stop for him.
Chris White off again.
Chris. Yep. I think this is what happened to Lewis McManaman. This is a replay here. Oh.
Oh no.
Well, parking points, I'll give you that. Nice job. How on earth you get up there, I don't know. And that's what happened to Nico. That's where his headset died. It's a big shame.
Yeah, just go straight on, doesn't he?
It'll just be black screen. He's just gonna go straight, isn't he? Yeah, can't see anything. Hardware failures do happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big shame.
That's the equivalent of our sort of engine failure or something like that, isn't it?
Yes. Alright, here's what happened to Pepper. I'd like to see this.
But this must be, that's the one where he spun on the brakes, isn't it? We didn't see
Yes.
what actually happened in the
We didn't
first
see the
place.
one where he lost it from the lead. Oh, that's Geordie round. Let's Parker go and back on his way.
I thought we'd skipped the end of the race then. I thought they were victory donuts, so we got just the camera and he's doing donuts there.
Right, Merijn in. Here we go. So I reckon the two Wizards guys have underfueled because everyone else looks to be staying out a bit longer. As I say that, Joshka's in as well, so let's see. Going to be an interesting one.
Let's see the rejoin here as well. So Merijn to Hoogerveen.
Well,
Hoogerveen's
stop was 5.6 seconds. So let's see what Melaren's delta is.
In laps and out laps though, isn't it? We'll have to see. Hoogerveen coming down the pit straight now.
5.3 for Merijn.
Melaren's
and
rolling.
Here is Rob Miller on screen. So he's going to have to push to see if he can close up to the Wizard boys who are flying.
Hoogerveen gets back in front.
Oh no, it's Barlow off the road. Does he keep it going? So easy to just lose it. Once it goes, you're in that grass, you're carried just straight off. Hopefully a safe rejoin here.
Turn 2 is so tricky as well because there's not actually any braking markers. So it's just sort of make it up as you go along, right?
That's very true. So we got Pepper and Perry into the pits from P4 and P5 in Club 1500. Whoa, big lock up for Hoogerveen.
Pushing hard.
He is 0.6 as the gap between him and Merijn. So it's an 18-1-2 at the moment, followed by Walker, and then these guys who have pitted. And going to see what happened to Geordie here. Just the rear got away from him. Oh, yeah, you were right. When we did see that, I thought it was some victory donuts. We're not quite there yet.
Here's where we saw Chris White rejoin, I think.
Yep.
Oh, not bad. Bit of a half spin. Could have been much worse.
A half spin. Yeah, it could have been a lot worse.
Turn 4 and
So
actually
looking at Barlow.
action magnet this time round.
Just slid off the road there, didn't
Yeah,
he? Just
got
no
in the
control.
fence for sure.
You can hear him like almost putting it into reverse there to try and get the car slowed down even more.
Look at that, to pull the wheel off, to be fair, yeah. Quite low contact in the end.
Right, so Miller has got a 5-second gap. And then we've got the Wizards boys of Merijn and Chur in P4 and P5, who are the top guys to pit, followed by Joshka, who's 10 seconds behind, who has also made a stop. So let's see, do the 18 boys decide to go longer or come in now? Let's see. What would you do?
It's tricky really because you got to think if there's still fuel in the tank for the A team that their car's going to get faster and faster as it gets lighter and lighter. I'm just interested to keep an eye on the slide out lap times as they're coming across because if the A team are still not pulling away from Hoogerveen, who's I guess effective net leader, if they're still lapping slower than him at this point, then it's sort of deal done. If they are starting to pull away, then it's going to be a real close fight as we see Pepper looking at the inside of Hill. Oh, there's contact.
Oh.
Really?
And Hill not impressed by that one. That's a shame.
Absolute rollercoaster ride for both of these guys. Done some really good racing throughout the race, but had some incidents as well, dropping them down. Let's see him on board with Pepper.
Well, he knows Hill's going to come back.
Oh,
and
just scrubs.
He's turning. Just scrubbed there, nothing he could do. And James also off the road as a result. They were having some really good battles. I think the tyres just superheating and, you know, tempers flare when you've had mistakes, you know, you've been leading and etc. And you want to just get back up there. Sometimes it's not your day, you just got to come back stronger next time.
Hoogerveen faster than Miller that lap. So they've already pitted.
Okay, well, looking at the track map, Hoogerveen has got clear track ahead of him. Versus Miller, who is catching up to the back of Meesters, I think that is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Although a bit of a toe might help.
A bit of a toe might help, yes,
in
but
the fast corners, isn't it? So
we know the difference in the lap time is almost a second between the very top of top split and the clubbers. So let's see. Is that Barlow off the road again?
Looks like he's recovering, doesn't it? Going slow there. Back up to speed. So yeah, I guess now to answer your question, now that we see that Hoogerveen's still lapping faster, is A-team just need to run the race and sort of hope for a podium, I guess, out of it.
Yes. not over until the end. It was someone off the road ahead. Who was that? That's Lewis McManaman there.
Very back markers. So that's confusing me this season because we've got the back markers and the very back markers, but even the back markers have got 2 different liveries within their team. So out of the 3 back marker cars, we've got 3 different colours.
So Hugovin's still ahead of Merijn at the moment. Lap 23 of 32.
Interested to see how long these... Whoa, Hugovin. Interested to see how long these two play nice for, because obviously Merlijn's been tucked up the rear wing the entire time. Probably doing a multi-21 Seb for the entire race, but at what point do the gloves come off?
Probably.
And they actually start battling?
Well, they've got to work together at the moment, because if they start to squabble, that's going to allow Miller to close right up and be right with them when they pit. As speaking of which, Miller into the pits on lap 23. So let's see, we're looking at about a 5-second delta pit stop time. That promotes David Lyon into first place.
So Lyon got an extra lap versus Miller then.
Right, here we go. Where are they? So you can see on the track map, they are just coming across the start-finish line now.
I think we'll get him easily.
4.5 second for Miller. I don't think it's enough.
Yeah,
they've cleared the pits. And there is Miller just coming out the pits. So what is the gap? 3.5 seconds, almost 4 seconds. So they're clear.
So they've actually put more time into Miller than before they went into
Yes,
pits.
they have. Because they haven't been battling. That's the key.
So just Lyon and Walker still to pit then. So yeah, Hugovin effectively net leader, Merijn net second, and Miller net third, depending on where Lyon comes out in relation to Miller.
Yes. Well, I'm pretty sure he's going to be behind, just looking at the gaps. It's not enough. Right, now they're ahead. I wonder if they're going to start battling, and that's going to help Miller close in. So Miller's just got to keep the pace up. He's going to be a bit heavier on fuel because he's just fueled up, but let's see.
Pop tyres as well, isn't it, on the outlap?
Yes, cold tyres, very true. So looking at the Club 1500 standings, we've got Eric Piercy 5 seconds up from Dano, and then Roberto Costa, and then everybody else, so P4 to 11th is a lap down.
I think that... Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa! Oh no, that's Hugovin off the road, so that's going to allow Merijn away, and that's Miller through. Oh no. Oh, that's a big shame. We're going to get a replay. So Perry's going to lose it. Does he hold the brakes? He starts to move. Loops it again.
Oh,
here come the leaders.
Stop and wait.
Oh, it's a bit of an unsafe rejoin. That's cost Hugovin big time. We're going to look on Hugovin on board.
That's cost him a win, surely.
Surely, yeah. Well, I've got to say Merijn did well to not end his race there with a big contact.
I sincerely
That's a big blow, so
hope Perry sends an apology to Hugovin after that. That was pretty bad.
That's a big shake-up for net P1 as Lyon and Walker haven't pitted. So Merijn is in third at the moment, which will be net P1, followed by Miller, and then Hugovin out of the lead of the race with that incident that we've just seen. So let's see if he can close back up to Miller. That's very costly, but that's the golden opportunity Merijn needed. He's taken it with both hands, and he's got, he's raging for that win. Let's see.
Carrying the flag for the Wizards now then. So, I mean, they had 2 barrels in the gun. 2 barrels in the gun? What? 2 bullets in the gun. One of them... English is hard, man. One of them being fired, but yeah, Merijn there to pick up the pieces, hopefully.
That could have been race ending though. That could have been an awful lot worse.
Yes.
So good reactions from Merijn to avoid that one, but as we see, the race can change very quickly. So looking at the clubbers, we've got Eric Piercy and Roberto Costa in the pits, promoting Dano to P1, and Dano has stopped, so Dano into the lead there.
Yeah, absolutely. Good work for Dano.
4.9 second stop for Piercy.
I'm forgetting
Dano's
now what...
15 seconds up. Hang on, that can't be right. 18 seconds. What?
Is Dano fueled for the race? Like, is this his lead? Why was he so far down early in the race? I've forgotten if there was Did we see him in an incident or something? He wasn't caught up in the
Must have
start
been.
line, I don't think, was he?
No, he wasn't. But has Dano played a masterclass, or has he got to pit again? This will be the deciding factor. We'll have to watch. The gap is 20 seconds now, so let's see. Here is Eric Piercy racing for QRS
Without his teammate.
with his teammate Sam Stop missing.
Yeah.
Hope you come back soon, Sam. Missed not having you on track. So here we are looking at the Club 1500 leader, Dano Hammond. He's chasing Lewis McManaman, who's just ahead of him in P10.
He doesn't even need to try and get past Lewis, does he? He can just
No, you can just sit in the draft.
he can stick it in reverse if he needs to. He got such a big gap. 20 seconds as they cross the line. It's wild.
It's quite impressive, yeah. So the closest cars on track at the moment are going to be Miller and Hugavin.
I'm still scratching my head about Dano's race. We saw him go side by side with, was it Dan Hill earlier in the show?
Yes. Yeah.
Obviously Dan Hill though now is a long way down after that contact with Pepper. But I just don't know how he's snuck under the radar so much.
I'm not sure. Maxwell off the road again. When it goes wrong, it goes horribly wrong.
Turn 4 hotspot, isn't it?
Well, Maxwell didn't even get off the line, so his race was
yeah.
over before the start, unfortunately. So David Lyon and Oliver Walker have not pitted as of yet, and we're on lap 28.
Nemeth holding strong in 6th so far.
So we're looking at the lap times over the last couple of laps. You can see it's ebbing and flowing. Line a little bit quicker on a couple of laps versus Hugavin, who took a second out of line on lap 26.
I wonder which lap was the one where he... it was lap 24.
Oh, that's
there you can see
really
the
hard to
6
spot. I
second.
couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you.
Is that... Well, yeah.
And now we're looking at the times there between Hugavin and Malarin.
Hello?
Oh no! That's Dano Hammond. Out of the lead of Club 1500. What on earth has happened there?
And toes.
Out of fuel?
What?
No, that's a wheel disconnect. I don't believe what I'm seeing there. No, no, no. Oh, that's heartbreak. That brings a tear to my eye. That is absolutely awful. We're going to see it from the onboard now. Oh, Dano, it was going so well for you.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's a wheel disconnect. Look, you can see the jolt right away there. Curse of P1 again?
Yeah, looks like it, doesn't it?
In top split and Club 1500, as you see Walker and Line in. Finally, they put on lap 28. That's going to promote Malarin back into the lead. There goes Miller. And there goes Hugavin. Line back out. Walker back on his way. Line right up behind Hugavin though. He's caught up. Oh, that is... I'm lost for words. I don't know what to say there. Dano was driving such a brilliant race. We don't know if he had to pit again, but that wheel disconnect is so unlucky.
Gutted for him, absolutely. Right.
Yeah.
You can do a million practice sessions. You can spend hours and hours just driving, hot lapping, practicing, and then it always happens in the race, right?
Yes, it does. Always happens in the race. Oh, just a big shame. But let's run you through the order now, as I believe everybody has pitted. So in top split, we've got Malarin leading, followed by Miller, followed by Hugavin, followed by Line, followed by Joshka, followed by Walker. Then we've got Parker, Spetkins, Kelly, Bardsley, Maxwell, and Dom Parker retiring.
Club is still being led by Eric there, aren't they? From Costa and Hill. We're looking at James Pepper right now in 4th with Perry 5 seconds-ish behind him, is it? Quite a long way back.
Yeah, about that.
Nico Martel. Chris White, sadly, I was looking forward to Chris White's race here. I was hoping for big things, but seen him off the road a few times. Dano Hammond, we've just seen with that big disconnect. Joe Barlow, Lewis McManaman, and Rich Meesters quite a few laps down there. We've not really seen Meesters since he ended up in the fence off the start line.
I think he's part. Yeah, I think he's part of the car. To be honest with you, he's 5 laps down.
Yeah, he's shown us
sitting
5
in the
laps down, so he must have carried on driving at least for a little bit. But I don't remember actually seeing him since the start, to be honest. So just had a lonely race, maybe.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Just looking at the team logos in the top split there. So obviously the Wizards yellow there, led by Malaren, with Bardsley down in 10th. And then the Wizards blue in 3rd, with Parker down in 12th. So it's like, imagine if Malaren and Hoogervin were a team, and then, Bardsley and
I've
Parker
heard rumours that they will be. Hang on here. That's Joshka in the pits. That was from P5. So what on earth has happened there? As we see Pepper off the road.
Oh dear. That's
what on earth has happened to Joshka though? He was driving really well. He was battling with line. See, we're going to get a replay. This is what happened to James. Don't hit anyone. Oh, that was close. That was Hoogervin having to slow down there, so that's going to give line a chance. And oh,
there's Joshka.
That explains what happened to Joshka. We're going to look on board with Joshka. You can see the smoke. Yeah. Pepper's going. Hello. That was a head on there.
Into him.
That's a real big shame for Joshka.
Oh dear me.
And that's race ending for Pepper as well.
Yeah, he'll have used his fast repair, I imagine, at this point, won't he?
So that changes the order. That promotes Walker and Parker up a place. So. Oh. Kelly exploring the grass.
That's an alternate pit entry route.
Finding a couple of shortcuts there. We're on the penultimate lap of the race though. With one more tour to go. Well, that's really shaking the order up. I'm not going to lie to you there.
That was an unexpected incident, was there? Like we saw it from the onboard. You could see the smoke from a long way out, and I know Pepper lights it up just a little bit as Joshka gets close, but I think even if he'd have sat still, Joshka was just going to drive straight into him. Yeah,
I mean, it was on the racing line. Right, we're looking at Malaren, who's coming up towards the line for one more lap to go. We're on white flag now. Miller, 1.5 seconds away. Let's see if he can do anything. He's going to have to pull a storming lap out. He's just taken 4 tenths out of Malaren, but I think Malaren's just cruising.
Well, you've seen the rumours. Mr. Greening reckons you can find 6 tenths in one corner, so there's plenty of corners left to find 6 tenths per.
That is very true. Very true. But they do have a clear track in front of them, which is quite nice. So hopefully, fingers crossed, no more collisions, but it's not over until they cross the finish line.
The line's actually increasing the gap there. It was 1.6 across the line, it's tickling 1.8 now.
It's going to be close. Maxwell pits on the final lap. Definitely for fuel, that one. Well, what can we say? Malaren's just stayed behind Hoogervin. Hoogervin got caught out with the incident, unfortunately, and Malaren's just driven off.
Yeah, I mean...
Sums up his race, right?
Yeah, he was there to finish the job, wasn't he? I mean, obviously, reigning Club 1500 champion from last season, potentially in the wrong split last season, but
yes,
proving his worth in the top split here. What a drive.
What a drive from Malaren as he comes across the line to win top split round 2 at Phillip Island, followed by Rob Miller in second place. And then we wait to see who will cross in third. It's going to be close. I think Hoogervin's going to hold on. As we look to Eric Piercy, who's also driven fantastically. He's been there. Hoogervin third, line fourth.
It'll be
and Eric Piercy been up and down the order, but kept it out of trouble. He's got a couple more corners to negotiate.
Well, we said he was looking for
Walker
redemption.
Fifth.
Yeah, Walker fifth.
Yes, he was.
Hoogervin will be raging for that. Like, he'd driven a faultless race, you know. Done the strats. Managed to stay ahead of the A-team through the pits, and then...
yeah, that was a big shame. And here comes Eric Piercy to cross the line for Club 1500 win at round 2, Phillip Island. Congratulations, Eric.
Nice
well
work.
Deserved.
Give that
Is that Eric's first win?
I think it might be, yeah.
Big congratulations if it is, Eric. Drove a great race there. And that's that. Well, That was certainly an interesting
Whoa,
race.
so
Whoa!
backwards across the line.
Who was that?
No.
What? Oh dear. Right. Should we take a breather and look at the race results? So Chur wins for Wizards Evocation. Well done, Chur. Followed by Rob Miller for the A team. Merijn Hugevin in third place for Wizards Divination. Then we've got David Line in fourth and Walker in fifth. And Club 1500.
Yep, Eric Piercy taking the win, we've just seen, with Costa and Hill managing to recover up to third there. Dean Perry in fourth, with Nico in fifth. Dano Hammond sixth after that disconnect, with Joe in seventh. James Pepper, Chris White, and didn't quite get the rest in time.
What could have been, right? What could
Yeah,
have been.
for so many of these guys.
So taking a look at the championship standings for top split, Hugevin retains first place in the championship on 88 points, followed by Oliver Walker and David Line tied in second place on 60 points. Then we've got Chumalarin after his win there up to 50. He missed the last round, so that's his score. So Chur looking good as well. And top split championship standings, we've got the A team on top. They're at 4 places on 106, followed by Wizards Divination on 97, Wizards Evocation on 71, Alpha Esports 67, and Bull Sim Racing on 42. That's someone who was missing. Nick, hope to see you back, Nick. Hope you get your pedals all sorted.
Yeah, absolutely. And then looking at the Club 1500, got Eric leading the way after that win. Nice job for Eric from Dan. Costa Martinez missed this round. He's in fourth. Joe Barlow in fifth. Dean Perry showing a strong in sixth there from Chris Forrester in seventh. No Chris Forrester tonight, in fact.
No,
Carollo in
couple
eighth.
of guys missing.
Yeah, Nico Martel ninth and Dano in 10th now. Just think what Dano could have done if he'd got a win. He'd have been on, well,
I know.
80 odd points because Eric
Been
wouldn't
second
have got
place
the win.
there.
Yeah, might have been tickling the lead there. Unfortunate. Looking towards the teams, it's the backmarkers now taking the lead on 108. QRS being absolutely carried by Eric so far in second place. Wizards Transmutation third, Wizards Illusion in fourth, CC Racing in fifth. Perry Racing Team, that's just Dean by himself, isn't it, in sixth, and Blastoff Racing in seventh. Jet Speed, very backmarkers, DSR, Heap Together, and TRH rounding out.
Don't forget to check out our Discord, subscribe, and